What's up, guys? My name is MadSquash924. Welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed. Today we are going to take out Majd Addin, I believe his name is. I probably butchered it, but that's fine. He's apparently somebody particularly rich, and from what Malik has told us in the last episode,
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
we also have to, quote, sort of help our own compatriot because of the fact that he may or may not be assassinated today as well. So we have to take care of that as well. However, Malik did say that it would be taken care of by Malik's own men. So we don't have to particularly worry about that. We just have to assassinate Addin. So hopefully we can do that relatively well.
Leave this place.
Oh, there's a flag. Oops, sorry. Okay. Here he comes. There he is, the man himself. Yep, there's one of our own.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action? We do!
Well, he has the will
Your
of the people.
devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice! And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
God curse you all! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all!
Looks like we better get to work. Alright. I'm thinking we go this way. This looks like this might be the best opportunity for us. Grab this flag too since we're here.
Her sin remains the same. She turned her back on the
there we go.
teachings,
He was looking at us, didn't like that.
defiled her body to advance her station. Each man touched, forever
Okay,
stained.
you're out.
This man speaks lies. I am here today not because I laid down blood.
Oops, wrong button. Had to assassinate him. Well, they all know we're here. What's the block? That works. There we go.
Your work here is finished.
No, it had only just begun.
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
That's interesting. He's probably the first one that doesn't defend himself in that retrospect. So that's something different at least. I mean, it was obvious what he wanted, and he said it himself. He just wanted power. He didn't have some bullshit excuse, or any excuse rather, actually. He was what he was, and he knew what he wanted. It seemed very much like how Altair was in the beginning of this game, I would say. You know? Altair was also pretty power hungry as an individual. So, it's not so far-fetched. But that's what I noticed. Well, we made it unscathed, which is pretty nice. This is actually the easiest we've lost the guards, which is pretty cool. Let's talk to Malik.
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Okay. Didn't really damn us in any sort of way, so that's fine. We'll head back to Masyaf and talk to Amwelam. Cool. I didn't have a choice to do at that time. Are we getting out of the Animus? Is that what's happening? Yep.
We done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
Ooh, phone call.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
Excuse
What's
me?
his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No, except the part about world domination, I guess. Look,
And lizard
Desmond,
people.
It's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night.
Okay.
The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
The computers? We do have Vidic's little insignia to read the computer. Okay. Why are you standing there? Aren't you leaving? Okay.
Please, Desmond. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't leave. And I can't leave until you're in your room.
Well, just give me a moment. I want to see if I can actually use the computer. His computer, particularly. And it does not appear to be the case. Well, I guess I gotta go in my room. Don't have a choice. That sucks. Do we still have the code to get out of here? Wow, they never changed it. That's impressive. Let's explore both Vidic's and Lucy's computer. Alright, do we have any new ones in here? Outbox. Okay, Mr. Rickens, I'm hoping you might be able to help me understand why, even 5 years after the fact, no one is willing to tell me what happened to my friend. If you're concerned about sensitive information being divulged as a result of sharing this with me, think of my record at the company speaks itself. Thank you for the assistance in said matter. I wish there was a way. I don't think any of these are new. I don't think these are new. I think we saw both of these. Yes, pretty sure. We have yet to see Vidic's computer, however. And we did steal the thing out of his pocket, so we can use his computer. Nice. Okay, his 2 outboxes, he has 2 deleted items. Probably should start with the deleted items. Okay, we've actually read this before on Lucy's computer, so no wonder he deleted it. Sender unknown. I know what you're doing. I know what you did. I saw him. He had a metal ball. It opened. They went crazy. Shooting. Stabbing. They tore each other to pieces. I know it was you people. I saw the logo, heard the name. I'm going to tell. Anyone who will listen. You'll be exposed. They'll know the truth. And then you'll pay, you crazy bastards. You'll pay. Okay? Okay, we saw that to Lucy already. And is this to Lucy as well? Yes, so we've seen those as well. Let's see these ones. The Daily News. Hurricane season ends, but not in the way you think. Increasingly erratic weather patterns have caused the Global Weather Association to abolish the term hurricane season. Once confined to the months of June through November, hurricane duration, frequency, strength, and location have increased to the point where most coastal cities must now live in constant fear of these devastating storms. Abstergo satellite launch postponed, citing last-minute adjustments to their new all-in-one telecommunications satellite. Abstergos has postponed the launch of their first satellite until December 21st. They maintain that their patented technology will allow faster, more reliable data transmission than previous generation satellites, which suffered from delays and interference. Tensions mount over Antarctic drilling. The US and the EU are once again facing heavy criticism for their decision to begin construction of jointly owned oil platforms in the Weddell Sea. Several supranational unions oppose the work, claiming it violates the Antarctic Treaty System. The system has been further complicated by the presence of 2 naval destroyers, says to be in the region for reasons unrelated to said construction. Okay, who's this to? I don't know who this is. You told me she wasn't going to be a problem, and here she is starting up shit again, dealing with this. Deal with this, Warren. You vouched for her, you're responsible for her. I will be out of the office starting September 1st. I will return on October 4th, which is, according to this date, it's in a couple months. In case of an emergency, please contact my assistant Aubrey Jacobs at extension 1003. I'm hoping you might help me understand why even 5 years after the fact, no one is willing to tell me what happened to my friend. If you're concerned about sensitive information being divulged as a result of sharing this with me, I think my record at the company speaks for itself. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Best, Lucy. Yeah, I reread that. Okay. So there is some stuff going down, and also the world is having some erratic behavior as well. Similarly to the world today. You know, minus the COVID. Sleepy time for us. The following morning. Alright, let's go. Good morning!
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
Whoa, somebody's an antsy little bitch today. Wanna elaborate? Wanna elaborate your antsiness? Guess not. Guess he really doesn't give a shit. That's fine. Also, I'm surprised, and I'm just putting this out there. Like, there's cameras everywhere, right?
Down
so,
already.
who's in control of these cameras? Because it's looking kind of at his computer, so I'm kind of surprised we haven't actually gotten caught yet, or hasn't been brought to their attention that we've used their computers. You know, just something I've noticed. Okay, the next one is memory number 5, and then we have 6, and then 7, and then 8, it looks like. Cool. It looks like, based off of this, there's 2 targets in 5. That's my guess, anyway.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their line of sight and try to hide from them. Stay hidden until you are anonymous again.
Sure. You got it.
Come in, Altair. I trust you're
What's
well
up, dude?
rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask them. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd Addin in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them.
Something to note, he's holding a metal ball in his hand. Wasn't there a metal ball that they said, like in Vidic's computer saying that it made people scream or something? So, is that thing he's holding in his hand relative? I think so.
What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Eris used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it. Whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Ganye's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Acre, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Okay, so we gotta go back to Damascus and Acre once again. Okay, defense break. Interesting. So I was right. That piece of metal that he's holding is important. Not only that, but the other thing that's at the table is nothing but a mere case for it, I suppose. Defense break. Oh, there's one defense break. It's probably something I'll learn. Or I can look it up in the controls if need be, if I can do such a thing. Or not. Whatever, I'll figure it out. Won't be hard. Regardless, we're gonna be off. Where should we go first? Acre's on top, Damascus is a second. We'll go to Acre first since William mentioned Acre first.
What would make someone do something?
And then we'll get our information. I imagine we'll have to do 3 more investigations to be able to do the request of taking the guy out. But that's fine. I'll do the prerequisite amount. I won't do more than that. Which is fine. Not that we really gain any, at least not that I noticed. I don't think we gain anything out of it. If we do, I don't think it's important. You know? We technically have, what, 3 different assassinations left, I think, before we're near the game's end, so we're more than halfway done at this point, which is cool. Okay, we're going to Acre, as William suggested.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
And both these targets are expecting our face, so I guess we'll have to be extra cautious. Which is fine. We will, well, I'll try my best to be as cautious as one can be. Okay. We'll use this group to go in. Is there anything along the way? There is not. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So we'll head straight to the Bureau then. And then I guess we're gonna have to explore a bit to find our investigations. I definitely think this is probably one of the games, at least that I've played. I haven't played them all. I've played, I don't know, probably half of them. That finding all the little side things really, I don't think matters at all that much in this one. And I mean, I don't know what you get as an award. Probably more health or something. I'm not sure. Or synchronization points, but I don't think synchronization points are all that particularly helpful. But I know in the latter games, I'll be more, I don't know, I'll be more on top of the side stuff. But in this one, I don't think it's that required. Like, even the synchronization points I don't really need. Not all of them, anyway. Not on this one.
I've never seen someone do that.
Okay, we have almost arrived. Excellent.
Greetings, Altair. What news?
Al-Muallim has named another. Calls himself Sabrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed
Sabrand.
leader of the Knights Teutonic, he resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Akka's port.
I'll start my work at once.
Here are the places where you should focus your search. On the docks east of here, among the ships and their crews. At the chapel to the northeast, near the cross overlooking the port. And to the north, in front of St. John's Gate.
This is most helpful. My thanks for the guidance.
Altair.
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No.
Oh.
It was I who erred. I believe myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
Thank you. That's nice of him. I wasn't expecting an apology of any sort, considering we are kind of frowned upon in the Brotherhood. So we have to go east, northeast, and north according to our fellow friend, which is apparently the middle district. We'll head to the docks first, I think. I'll keep an eye out for some docks. That's what I'm planning to do. Ow. Docks.
Everything you'll ever need.
Have yet to find said docks, but I'm sure we will. We do need some viewpoints, but I'll do a viewpoint that's by the docks. Excuse me, sorry, don't push me, you dingus. Stop it, you guys are assholes. My goodness. Get out of my way. Okay, docks, here we are.
By midday tomorrow. No
Look at that.
exceptions, no delays.
Interesting.
The
So we need, here we go. There's a viewpoint.
Come no further.
Okay, up we go.
Stop. You must not trespass here.
There we go. There's two of them. Nice. So east, there's northeast, and then there's gonna be one to the north. Okay. I'm gonna go find the viewpoint that's up north first, I think, and then we'll end the episode and we'll do the 3 investigations.
Come no further.
Well, do the investigations next episode, I mean, if I wasn't clear. Okay, here we go. Head up this one. I imagine this will reveal the other. Because this is pretty north, if I would say so. It did not reveal it. Unless he means north, like from here, so which case it'd be like over there. I'm unsure. Ow. At this point, it's just kind of exploration to find the third investigation. Which I'm okay with. Doesn't really hurt my feelings. She needs money, she's poor, she's sick, and she's hungry. And she'll chuck rocks at you if she sees you climbing anything. What about this viewpoint? Is this viewpoint good enough? There it is. There's 4 of them. Cool. That works out. Well, I think this is where we're going to end today's episode of Assassin's Creed. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's episode of assassinating Addin and then getting a little more information in the real world. Well, the today world, not the real world. This is technically the real world. It's just the past world. Regardless, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you guys think of today's episode. If you're new to my channel or been watching me for a little while, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, over on YouTube, where the rest of this Let's Play is being held. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.